Day 33. Tiny changes that will enhance your life. Inspired by Atomic Habits by James Clear. Hello to you. Welcome to Dumi's Daily Grind. Thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing? Thank you so much for your support and your contribution. It really keeps me going and be self-accountable daily. Doing this alone is not easy. It becomes easier though when there are others in the picture that can encourage me to keep going, and to those that have just started listening, welcome, and I hope you stay. A friend of mine sent me a book that I am surprised I haven't read it earlier. It is quite an amazing book, and I thank you, sir, for recommending that I read this book because it is packed with advice on the subject of habits. Atomic Habits makes sense to me and lays out the simple way of creating them, making them stick, and gives direction on how to help them become automatic. So this is my summary of this advice, and I think if you haven't yet, get a hold of it and read it. It will help make your New Year's resolutions achievable. I learned so much from it, and so I decided to talk about creating good habits and what the main steps to follow as outlined in the book. I previously spoke about changing bad habits and creating new ones in my New Year's Eve episode 18 called Make 2022 the Year of Spiritual Growth and Self-Care. I resolved to make the commitment and make the time to have the courage to continue on my journey to discover my new capabilities, my new potential, and being prepared to receive whatever my higher power has in store for me. I also resolved to try new experiences and daily learning and being aware of the blessings I have received from my higher power. To be brave enough to explore my psychology, the choices I make, deal with addiction, trust my intuition, build my relationships, create daily intention, reverence, and have heart. As stated in Gary Zukav's book, The Seat of the Soul, that ultimately encourages us to evolve into multisensory human beings that focus on growth and development. Now, the goal of attaining authentic power is no small feat and requires a major change in the core values that are no longer servicing us in a positive way. The book Atomic Habits may just be the tool we can use to accomplish our goals through making the tiny changes to achieve these remarkable results. With obviously being aware that I don't know much about the human condition and how limited it is, I quote my favorite line that says, "Your life is yours to live, no matter how you choose to live it. When you do not think about how you intend to live it, it lives you. When you occupy it, step into it. Step into it consciously. You live it." In his book, he outlines, based on his experience, a 4-step loop that he believes underlies all of human behavior, and these are cue, craving, response, reward, and says that following these and repeating this loop, we can create new habits and get rid of old ones through the inversion of each law to make the unwanted behavior more difficult and therefore slowly be rid of it. So I am on a journey of change and welcome any means that will help me make this journey easy enough so that the changes I manage to create become permanent or automatic. In the last episode, I spoke about automatic processes and how our brains uses these tried and tested methods to allow us to perform our daily routines without even flinching or having the necessity to think about it. It is unfortunate that some of these automatic processes are the ones we need to get rid of, or more specifically, change. Now let's get into the how of doing this. There are four main points that are clearly outlined. These points literally give us the how, and these laws are as follows. The first one, you need to make it obvious. The second one, you need to make it attractive. The third one, you need to make it easy. And the fourth one, you need to make it satisfying. So how do we keep staying motivated once we have followed these steps? We do this by avoiding boredom, avoiding difficulty, narrowing our focus, and getting enough manageable difficulty levels to create growth and progression. Not too hard, not too easy, creates the change. We should have just enough successes to continue and just enough challenges to keep going. Achieve the flow state, which means, as described in positive psychology, the mental state in which a person performing some activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, being fully involved and enjoying the process of that activity they're doing. Have a balance and have enough progress daily. About 4% beyond our ability is crucial to making enough progress daily. Once we get to a point where we start feeling comfortable with the implementation of the new habit, we need to note that boredom will kick in. Boredom is the greatest villain according to this book, and maybe the one thing we will need to fight tooth and nail to get through and keep our consistency levels, no matter how boring it may be. What makes us great as human beings is what we are born with: genetics, a little bit of luck, some talent, but most importantly, it is the ability to handle the boredom. We need to always show up, practice our routine, even though we know it will be boring. Boredom comes from the outcomes that have now become a routine and are now expected. And we shouldn't allow our minds to convince us that we have done our best and can now stop because the routine is now boring. Our minds will start seeking new strategies and newer and more exciting goals, and we have to stop the seeking of a new strategy. Stop seeking something more exciting than what it is that we are doing now. Variable rewards are what we seek naturally. But what we can do to counteract this is through amplifying the small daily achievements we experience. We will have enough winning and just enough failure. Nothing stays interesting forever. We have to make boredom our friend so that we build the consistency that will lead to success. Step up when it is difficult. Stick to the schedule without fail. In whatever mood you may find yourself in, and he says, fall in love with the boredom. Then review the results and keep improving. The Goldilocks rule. Don't let life get in the way. If you are in pursuit of success, do these daily and make your habits automatic. Don't merely reinforce your habit, but keep improving and repeat, then repeat, then repeat again, and constantly refine. Do not get stuck in the trap of complacency, which I speak about in episode 28 and its dangers, where achievement can be a limiting reactive condition. We want to reach contentment instead, which is a proactive condition, which propels us towards the accomplishment of pure happiness and realizing that life really has no limitations except the ones that we place on ourselves. So, improve by 2% daily because small improvements will end up making you a master. This is how we go from bad to good and from good to great and getting the results that will last. As long as we get through the boredom, we will accomplish newer automatic responses. Today's Daily Grind is a presentation purely based on my experiences, inspiration I have found from others, learnings I have earned, and things I have been taught throughout various periods of my life. This show is not representative of any group, organization, religious or spiritual beliefs, or any sobriety program. My goal is to open up a conversation about some things that have been difficult for me to talk about and purely encourage others to be open-minded to the tools that may be or are freely available. On this program, I talk about recovery, spiritual growth, mental health issues, sobriety, relapses, and spiritual well-being, focusing mainly on the daily work, the grind that goes into finding peace of mind, contentment, freedom from addiction, life's hardship, daily spiritual and mental struggles. I hope that together we can find solutions, inspiration, and motivation on living healthy, present, sober, and clean while we travel together on this journey toward finding enlightenment or at least some peace of mind. Thank you for your time, your support, and being with me on this journey to finding serenity. If you enjoy listening to me, please subscribe and let your friends, your family, and your tribe know that they can also join me on this journey. If you would like to get in touch, you can send an email to tumisdailygrind@gmail.com. Until I see you next time, stay well and may your higher power shower you with blessings and keep you safe today. Let us be diligent with the work required to achieve our goals and hopefully experience serenity and peace of mind. The answers are always right in front of us and will be revealed if we truly seek them. Let us be present, conscious, and intentional in our lives and grow positively to achieve the happiness we truly seek. Goodbye for now. I will see you next time. Lots of love.